All right, so I've got this incredible story for you. It's about two groups of people, polar opposites really, but they're on the exact same path. And they run into this mystery, a problem that even the most dedicated among them just couldn't figure out.
So on the one hand, you've got these monks at a place called Kosambi. And let me tell you, the ancient texts paint a pretty rough picture. They were a total mess, constantly fighting, arguing, stabbing each other with verbal daggers. Just not a good vibe. But then, way out in the forest, you find this other little group, just 3 monks. And they were living in what sounds like, well, absolute perfection. They even said they had different bodies but one mind. I mean, their harmony was so deep. They said they were blended together like milk and water, always looking at each other with, loving eyes. They had totally set aside their own egos to live as this single, unified consciousness. They were the ideal, right? The absolute model for how to do it. And yet, there was a problem. Yeah, even in this picture-perfect setup, something was seriously wrong. They had this glitch, a snag in their practice that they just could not get past, no matter what they did. So they go to the Buddha and they lay out this mystery for him. They say, look, when we meditate, we get to this incredible place. We see this beautiful, brilliant light. We see clear forms. And then, poof, it's gone. It just vanishes. Why? Why does our focus keep breaking? Where does that vision go? The Buddha listens, really listens, and then he gives them a diagnosis. Just one word. He tells them the reason all this is happening is because they have Upakkilesa. Okay, so what in the world does that mean? So how are we supposed to wrap our heads around this ancient Pali word today? Well, let's start with a really simple, modern translation, one that's going to make perfect sense, especially in our digital world. Let's think of Upakkilesa as a mind bug. Yeah, just like a bug in your computer code. It's a glitch in your mental software, right? A little piece of corrupted code that makes your whole internal operating system crash, usually right when you're about to load something really important. Okay, so for example, one of these mind bugs is called thinnamidam, which is basically sloth and drowsiness. This is when your mental energy is just way too low. It's like the brightness on your screen has been turned all the way down to 0. But then you can have the total opposite problem, another bug, acharadavirium, or overexerted energy. This is you trying way too hard. Your mental processor is redlining. It's about to overheat. And you know what? Both bugs, too little energy or too much, lead to the exact same result, a system crash. And oh, the list of these mind bugs goes on and on. You've got vicikiccha, or doubt. That's kind of like a pop-up window that keeps asking, are you sure? Are you sure? Over and over again. Then there's inattention, which is like having way too many tabs open in your browser. Even things like fear, or getting way too excited, elation, or craving. They all act like bugs that just disrupt the whole program. It's a pretty complete list of all the ways our minds can go off the rails. Now, calling these things bugs is super useful, right? It's really accessible. But is it the right word? Is it the most accurate translation? I mean, is that what the word really means? Because this is where things get really, really interesting. To find out, we have to do something really cool. We have to go back and look at the roots of the language itself. We're going to break the word down piece by piece. And when we do that, we unlock a much deeper and, honestly, a much more helpful meaning. Okay, so the word is Upakkilesa. Let's take it apart. The first part, the prefix, is upa. That means near to or approaching. Simple enough. The second part, the root, is kilesa. This word means a stain, a defilement, or maybe the best one is a smudge. So when you stick them back together, you don't get bug, you don't get glitch at all. What you get is something like approach stain. And this, my friends, is a huge shift in perspective. Think about it. An upakkila isn't some deep flaw inside your system. It's a smudge you pick up as you get closer to your goal. It's like when you're driving down a dusty road. The dust isn't a part of the car, right? It's just something that gets kicked up on the journey. And this illustrates the massive psychological difference so perfectly. If you think you have a bug, that implies your internal software is broken. It needs to be fixed, debugged. It kind of suggests that something is fundamentally wrong with you. But if you have a stain, well, that suggests the system, your mind, is actually whole. It's perfectly clear underneath.
The lens you're looking through just needs a gentle little wipe. So this one single insight completely changes the game. It transforms how we relate to all of our mental challenges. The goal isn't to perform some kind of complex internal surgery on yourself anymore. It's just to clean the lens. And here's the kicker. The Buddha said that once he truly understood what these obstacles were, once he saw them for what they are, just stains of the mind, he was able to let them go. He abandoned them. You see, the solution wasn't to fight them. It was just recognition, just seeing the smudge for what it is. That's what allows it to dissolve. And this really is the core takeaway for all of us. Those moments where you lose focus, where you get distracted, or you feel drowsy or totally overwhelmed, those are not signs that you are broken or flawed. They're just smudges on the lens. They are approach stains that naturally appear when you're actually making progress. So the work isn't to fix some broken machine, it's just to gently and persistently clean a perfectly good lens. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the biggest smudge on your lens right now? What's that one approach stain that seems to show up the most often? Is it doubt, drowsiness, maybe restlessness? Just recognizing it, not as some deep personal flaw, but as a temporary smudge on an otherwise clear surface, well, that might just be the very first step to finally letting it go.